everyone, I'm Chris and this is Cue the Credits. Welcome back to Cue the Credits, the home of everything boutique Blu-rays, physical media and the art of collecting. In today's video we are talking what I bought in February. And maybe we should rename this because technically I didn't bought, maybe it's a collection update. A collection update for February 2026. I think that sounds a bit better. So let's get right into it. And this first title, I don't think it's the first, well it's definitely not the first thing that I purchased this month, but it's going to be all over the shop this video. I've just put everything that I've got into a pile and then I'll just go through them like that. Normally I try and go, oh well I got this first, but it has been a blur of a month. So first up is Begonia, and this is in a limited edition steelbook with a J card. I need to get some protective cases for these steelbooks and find a thing to do with this. If anyone knows of like good protective cases for steelbooks, let me know in the comments down below, because I had these, so I'm going off on a tangent now. I had like these like little plastic bag things and they're awkward more than anything. I've seen you can get like hard plastic sleeves, but I think they're like that. I'd really like one that's like open, if you know what I mean. So like I can just slide it in and this bit's open so I can just easily pull out the steelbook. If anyone knows of anything, let me know down in the comments below. Anyway, Begonia. This is the 4K limited edition steelbook from Universal. I've done a full video unboxing and reviewing this on the channel, so if you do want to check it out, by all means, you can go do that. Look on the channel. I'll put a link up above. But it's a nice looking steelbook, all grand scheme of things, and the 4K looks absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, that is Begonia. Next up were a couple of pickups from Vinted. Now, I wanted to get my hands on one of these titles. It's been on my list for a while of like, yeah, I'll get that, but I don't want to be paying like over the odds. It's a limited edition from Arrow. It's been out of print for a little bit of time, and everyone that I've seen online is looking like £25–30, which isn't that bad, don't get me wrong, but I wanted it for a better price. It is what it is. So when I saw that this seller had this and also had something else, which were both listed for around about 50 quid, I dropped them a message, saw if they could do a deal, saw if they were happy to bundle some stuff together, and got both of these titles for £15 each, so £30 total, which is an absolute bargain. So first up, the Arrow title is Black Hat. This is the Michael Mann title starring Chris Hemsworth, about hackers and how they're like the new criminals compared to like, you know, bank robbers like normal Michael Mann films. This has always intrigued me and I've heard good things, though it did kind of get like shot down when it got released. Heard really good things, so I wanted to check this out, and it comes in this beautiful slip cover and everything like that. I've swapped over the artwork as well inside to this artwork, which is pretty rad. It's like all pixely and computery. So yeah, it's a cool little pickup, £15. Can't moan at that. Then the next title actually got released in the US last year, I believe, and I did want to pick it up, but I didn't want to pay the money that it was going to cost to import it. It's more of like a funny purchase rather than like a, oh my god, I must have it. So when we managed to make the deal for both of them being 15 quid, this is £30 on its own new on Amazon before you start shipping stuff. So it was worth it, let's just say that. And that was Tropic Thunder from Kino Lorber on 4K. Doesn't come with a slipcover, unfortunately, and I've just looked on the back and I'm pretty sure this came out like years ago, not last year. Either way, it's the Ben Stiller directed, Ben Stiller, Robert Downey Jr. and Jack Black comedy, basically like a Vietnam War film ripoff, but not. It's very interesting. It's a film within a film within a film, and it's just great. It's a really fun time, and Downey Jr. just does a great performance as Kirk Lazarus, which is this guy just here. And a joke in the film is that he doesn't drop character until the DVD commentary. Lo and behold, on the DVD commentary for this, which I'm sure has been on previous releases, and I do have a Blu-ray release, but I've never listened to it. But on the commentary for this, Downey Jr. is doing the whole commentary as Kirk Lazarus. It's great. It's just a really fun time. And you know what? It looks pretty darn good on 4K, I must say. It's also my first Kino Lorber title, which the only thing is, kind of a little bit disappointed with the, you know, the lack of disc art on Kino titles, but this isn't the last Kino title that you're going to see, because I've gone from 0 to 3. Stay tuned. Next up is something that I've been like toying with for a while. I do have the set on Blu-ray, but I did get asked, oh, have you got X thing on 4K? You should do a review on it. It'd be really good to hear your thoughts. So when Zavvi started doing these Whatnot streams, it's basically like a live auction site. Zavvi in the UK are an online retailer. They've started doing these auctions for either returns or damaged items, and it's kind of like a hit and miss. A lot of it is not great, but it's kind of worth checking out and spending some time. You can have it on in the background. You might see something, you might pick up a bargain. A lot of it is quite overpriced. Anyway, I saw this title on there. I had a £10 off voucher, so I thought, you know what, I may as well try. And that is the Indiana Jones 4 movie collection Steelbook set. Now, all in all, I paid around about £40 for this. And on the stream, it was like, oh, it's just got like a little bit of a dink in the corner. Unfortunately, when it arrived, I don't know whether, yeah, you can see it. This has just been like, loads of stuff's been piled on it, and it's like damaged the outer box. And then if you can see on the top, it is like all of this is broken. So it came a little bit more mangled than, you know, first expected. Thankfully, Whatnot support are really good for making sure that you kind of don't get messed around on that side of things. And hey, if it was only like the dink that's got a little bit worse, I wouldn't have minded. The fact that you kind of can't really display this now is a bit annoying, but all of the Steelbooks seem to be okay. I need to test out all the discs and stuff like that. This is a really weird time for studios when they were putting like Steelbook sets in like these paper outside, but it's just, yeah, it's not great. It shouldn't have been done, but you know, we'd rather have a library case, right? But still, Indiana Jones 4 film collection on 4K. I will have a proper video up about this probably next month when I get round to watching all of these in 4K. And also on these Whatnot streams, they do like giveaways, and I won Pokemon Clash of the Ages Blu-ray. I haven't watched Pokemon since like the Indigo League stuff, so I have no idea what's going on here, but that's pretty rad. Just got it in the post, didn't even realise. So yeah, might end up just doing this as a giveaway. So if anyone likes Pokemon, drop me a DM on Instagram and let's yeah, if you want a Pokemon Blu-ray, let me know. Also, just remember, if you are enjoying this collection update and you enjoy me talking about physical media to you, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that YouTubey bits and bobs. I know I'm putting it in the middle of the video because I see you people not wait until I've thanked you at the end for watching. So make sure, if you're not subscribed, to subscribe. Next up are a couple of imports from Amazon US. I know I played the roulette again, and touch wood, thankfully these look okay. So the first title up is Evil Dead Rise. This is the Arrow 4K limited edition that only got a US release, annoyingly, because Studio Canal holds the rights for Evil Dead Rise over here. But of course, I like my Arrow, and I didn't get my hands on the Evil Dead Rise from Studio Canal, so I'm appreciating the fact that this has got a boatload of special features, and this cover's just rad. So I ended up picking this one up. But if you're going to order something, you may as well get a couple of things. So I also picked up the Scream Factory 4K limited edition Steelbook of Killer Clowns from Outer Space. This is something that I've been wanting to get my hands on for a while. There's few people in the UK selling these, but they're like silly prices, and I'm talking like 30, 40, 50 pound. This was less than 20 quid from Amazon US. I've not taken into account postage and stuff like that, but I think it was like $18. So I think even with taxes and postage, it's probably pretty cheap. Either way, I love Killer Clowns. Been wanting to get my hands on this. I'm excited to see it in 4K and watch it in 4K. Might do that within the next couple of days, actually. Needs to go onto the watch pile. So those are my two from Amazon US, and as you can see, they're all looking all right, actually. Obviously, haven't unboxed them yet, but I'm pretty pleased with the condition. Next, we've got another big box, and this is for a TV series, and I'm sure probably quite a few people who are watching this have subscribed because of this video. So if you are watching because of this title, thank you for watching, thank you for sticking around. And that is, of course, Thunderbirds, the 60th anniversary complete series on Blu-ray. This is potentially my release of 2026. I know we're only in March, but yeah, it's great. I've done a full deep dive unboxing on the channel. I'll link it up above, down below. By all means, go and watch it. It is, yeah, I love Thunderbirds. I love everything that's been put into this release. It looks gorgeous. I'm currently going through this set and making sure that I like watch everything on there. This is like my evening watch. I'm trying to get a couple of episodes in a night. It looks phenomenal. It sounds phenomenal. There is so many special features. If I recall correctly, it's like 2080 minutes of content. So yeah, this is going to last me for a while. Thunderbirds, go and check out the video. Next up was a purchase from FOP, and FOP is a offshoot of HMV in the UK, but more focused towards the collector physical media market. Let's just say that. They've got all of the collector editions just available in the shop, not like Spider security tagged and things like that. It's a really nice setup and you get to see kind of everything in there. Also, the majority of stuff that are like standard releases, pristine condition. Like pristine, which is not something you'd normally see in a standard shop. So yeah, this was the first time that I'd been to a FOP store. Found out while we were in Nottingham, which is up in the East Midlands, that actually there's a shop there. I thought it was only just down in London that they had them, so that was quite exciting. So totted over there to have a look, and then the other half was like, well, you've got to get something. You know, we've walked all this way, so yeah, I had to oblige. Picked up The Bike Riders. This is the Jodie Comer, Austin Butler, Tom Hardy film about bike riders. Saw this in the cinema last year, have wanted to pick it up. I've seen it on Vinted for around about £15, but they had this in FOP with the slipcover looking glorious for like a tenner. And I was like, yeah, you know what? Can't moan at that. So I grabbed this one. Didn't really want to pick up any like big collector editions and stuff. There's still a bucket load of stuff that I've got that I need to go through. So yeah, had to hold off on that one. Next up is another big box set. I've done a video of it on the channel, actually comparing this and the other variant of it. Managed to get my hands on this massive holy grail. That is the Bruce Lee at Golden Harvest 4K limited edition set from Arrow Video in the Arrow Store exclusive yellow variant. Like I said, I've done a whole video, but I'll give you the top line. Managed to grab this with the other version as well for a friend. We paid just shy of retail cost for it. They were sealed. I've put the cellophane back around it to try and keep it protected until I dive into this. This is like after Thunderbirds. I'm going to go on to Bruce Lee. But wow. Like managing to find this for like literally half the price it goes for on eBay is absolutely nuts. I'm just hyped. Yeah, it doesn't get any less special that I'm holding this in my hand. I love physical media. Physical media is great. Bruce Lee. Next up, and there's a little story behind this, but you know how I love a story. And if you follow me over on Instagram, you'll know where I'm going with the story before we get there, but yeah, humour me. So, an absolute childhood favourite, probably one of my favourite films ever. Got released on 4K this year from Kino Lorber in the States. How Kino work is they will do a slipcover run on the first pressing, normally a couple of thousand units, and then after that, slipcover's gone, like what you saw with Tropic Thunder. So, I didn't want to pre-order this film from Amazon US because it was like $45 and I knew that it would go on sale pretty much straight away after release. Though I really wanted it, it was going to come out to like, I think probably like nearly £50 to get it over to me. And technically there's two of them. So yeah, bit too much. So clock back to a few weeks ago, saw that they were on Amazon US, saw that they were a decent price and was like, right, okay, it's my time to buy them. But what if I don't get the slipcover? That would be really annoying. So I had a look on eBay just in case anyone was in the UK and selling both of them. They weren't. There was a couple of US sellers that were doing both of them with the slipcovers like in hand and you could see it, but it was still a little bit too expensive. Then found a UK seller that just had the first one with a slipcover, went back and forth and managed to make a bundle deal for this thing and then two Steelbooks that my other half had been looking at. So great, wicked. You're going to see two of the three items, let's just say that. The other item is on its way to someone who's going to be watching this video, so I can't tell you what it is, but stay tuned for like what I bought in March because yeah, you'll see stuff there. Anyway, the one Steelbook was House of a Thousand Corpses. This is a Blu-ray Steelbook from Lionsgate. Unfortunately, when it came, and you probably can kind of see that, it's got like this massive slash through the middle. Yeah, it is a little bit worse for wear. It's like dented and stuff like that. It doesn't look as bad on the camera, but it's pretty bad in person. Really annoying. It looks great on Blu-ray as well. We popped it in straight away, but it is just too mangled. Thankfully, the seller made it right. They've replaced this one, so it's all good, but I haven't got the new ones yet, so I thought I'd just show you this. So the title that I just had to pick up with the slipcover was, of course, Babe. This is the 1995 Australian film produced by George Miller, but also kind of directed by him. So much so that it doesn't even have Chris Noonan's name on the blurb and things like that. But still, Babe with the slipcover on 4K. I've watched it. It's glorious. It's got new features from interviews with James Cromwell and George Miller. It's just great. And of course, if you've got one, you've got to have the second. Babe, Pig in the City, also on 4K with the slipcover. I got this in that Amazon US order. It came a little bit dented from Amazon, so they gave me a little bit of a gift card back, which is nice. But yeah, Babe and Babe, Pig in the City on 4K. Yeah, I can't swear, but it's, you know what? Physical media is... it's alive and well, isn't it? This is glorious. How am I here with Babe and Babe Pig in the City, both on 4K? Yeah, I've watched both of them. Full thoughts, of course, in what I watched, which will be out next Sunday. But this also looks great. This is directed by George Miller, and you can tell. Let's just say that. But yeah, the Kino stuff on the side is pretty chill. There's nothing really to it, but yeah, Babe and Babe Pig in the City. And now on to the final couple of titles. First one, or three, however you want to determine it, was a pickup from CEX. I saw this just sitting on the shelf. It's an Arrow title, it's a Blu-ray, and that is the One Missed Call trilogy. This is the original J-horror, so not the American remakes. I looked at it, thought it looks quite interesting. You know, a trilogy in one box. It's got pretty decent ratings for everything. The other half is obviously a massive horror buff. She gave it the thumbs up, so I grabbed it. It was £10, so you can't go wrong. And it's of course got this lovely slipcover on, and it's in pretty good nick as well, considering it was in CEX. I checked on eBay after the fact as well, and this goes for like £30. So win-win. Always look at your CEXs, because there may be a little gem just sitting on the shelf like that. One missed call. And finally, we have two 4K limited edition releases from Arrow. First one, I've got a full video on the channel, of course. If you want to have more of a deep dive, go and watch that. And that is Westworld. This is a beautiful release, and I will say it again, the yellow looks amazing. Discs look amazing. The special features are great on it, but once again, full video on it. And then the other 4K limited edition is Excalibur. The video is coming on this. This is a 3-disc release. It's got so much extra bonus material that I wanted to go through everything before putting out my full review. So keep an eye tuned on the channel. Probably looking middle of March for this, but I've watched it. It looks brilliant. Like spectacular. I've started going through the special features, which are just both of these releases for like special features and transfer are great. I haven't picked up anything new from Arrow bar Snakes on a Plane this year. I'm really glad that we're getting these nice big hard box releases from them for these two, and they're pretty spectacular. Let's just say that. So that is everything that I picked up in the month of February, everything that got updated in the collection. Tell me down in the comments below, first off, what's your favourite thing that I picked up? And secondly, what's the favourite thing that you picked up? I'd love to know what you've been purchasing. Did you find any holy grails or anything like that? Of course, thank you so much for watching this episode of Cue the Credits. Wouldn't be able to do this without the support of everyone watching. So I really appreciate you taking the time to talk movies with me. Of course, do all of the YouTubey stuff. Subscribe, like, comment, share it with your friends who love physical media or just love movies. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace!